follow-up video to the video I did earlier today where I explained a little bit about how if you're rowing and you're getting some discomfort between the shoulder blades, right below the shoulder blade or kind of under the shoulder blade, usually it's a rib type of thing that's probably happening, so imbalances and things like that. So there's some things that you can do when you're on the rower, and I talked about that in the other video, but for this video, I wanted to give you some stuff that you can do maybe before your gym class, before OTF, or before you go, or even just like later in the day going to bed type of thing. So I'm gonna give you one thing. The first thing is called a muscle energy technique. And what it's trying to do is get you to use muscles in different areas to try and get everything back to its happy spot where everything feels like it's working well together. So to do this, what I recommend is a tennis ball or a lacrosse ball. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna actually find the spot on your back where you're kind of feeling that discomfort. If it happens to be under the shoulder blade, you want to find kind of that spot or go a little bit more in towards the spine along, like if you drew a line from your spine to behind your shoulder blade, you'd kind of go a little bit closer. You're not trying to go on your spine, you're trying to find the area kind of around the ribs. But what you do is take the ball, put it on the floor, and again, you're going to try and find that spot with the ball. So the person that we're making this for, it's a little bit below the shoulder blade. So you're gonna try and find that spot where you're feeling it. Then what you're gonna do is with that side, so whatever side you're feeling it on, so I'm on my left side, I'm gonna take that left arm and I'm gonna put my elbow up towards the ceiling. Then what I'm gonna do is take my hand and I'm gonna go on the side towards my head, and I'm gonna go back and forth between this side and this side. So when I put pressure here with my hand, I'm going to try and create an isometric contraction. What that means is I don't want my arm to move. So I'm just going to use my hand here, and I'm going to push, and I'm going to exaggerate just so you can see. I'm going to push my elbow or shoulder into my hand, but I don't want there to be any movement. So I'm going to hold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and ideally you're looking up towards the ceiling while you're doing this. I just don't have a mic, so I want you to be able to hear me. So 5 seconds, and then you're going to switch, bring your hand down here, and I'm going to push down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm going to repeat that. 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to repeat that for a total of 3 to 5 times in both directions. So that's 3 sets up, 3 sets down, which is 6 total, or 5 and 5, which are 10 total. Then you're going to come off, just kind of see how it feels. But that's a muscle energy technique that you can try for that area. But I also mentioned about how this happens a lot from imbalances. So for instance, in rowing and in your gym routine, you're actually doing a lot of pulling movements. We're not doing a lot to work the front of the shoulder. Push-ups are the main thing that get us that positioning. And if you watch Carrie's video, I don't know if we put it up yet, but it's going to be at some point. I know it's definitely in our course. But we talk about push-ups and something called a push-up plus, which is basically making sure you get a full range of that movement. So I'm not going to do push-ups. I just did a bunch in my workout, but I'm going to show you kind of what I mean. So if I'm in that push-up position and I'm going from the ground upwards, you really want to exaggerate, like I'm pushing, I'm trying to flatten the area between my shoulder blades. So I want it to be not dipped down, but actually like I'm pushing the ground away from me. So you want to try and do that when you're doing your push-ups in class. But the other things you can do outside of class is actually just like that on all fours and just holding that position for 5 seconds. Relax it down, and then push back up 5 seconds, relax down. You can make this harder with bands and things like that and do some things on walls and things like that. But you're trying to work the serratus muscle, which basically attaches to those ribs. So you really want to work on those. So I wanted to give you something you could do while you're in class to also try and work on it. Watch the other video for a rowing modification you can make if you're having some discomfort there. I hope that helps. Thanks for joining. Sorry, I'm kind of far. It's hard to see the names. Hey, who's that? Hey, Bill and Celia. Thank you so much for joining. So if anyone's got any other questions about it, feel free to ask. I hope that helps a little bit though. So let's try and keep that rib pain to a minimum. It's really common with rowing, to be honest, so don't freak out that it's happening. It is fairly common in rowers. So hope that helps. Have a great one. Hope you're having an amazing Monday, and chat soon.
Thanks for watching. I really hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I put new things out weekly so you can get new information. You can also join the Keep Rowing Longer Facebook group where you can ask your questions and get your questions answered quickly. So if you're interested in that, I'd love to see you there. There's a link in that description below, and I hope to see you there and chat soon.